Hello students, welcome to one and all in the online session. Everyone stay home, stay safe and improve your immunity. In Science and Technology 9th standard, in the first chapter of Laws of Motion, today we are going to discuss on the following points. Those are equations of motion using graphical method, equation describing the relation between the velocity and time, equation describing the relation between the displacement and time, equation describing the relation between the displacement and velocity. Then we discuss on uniform circular motion, and finally we are going to discuss on the determining the direction of velocity in uniform circular motion. Today's first concept is equations of motion using graphical method. इक्वेशन्स ऑफ मोशन याला मराठीमध्ये गतिविषयक समीकरणे असे म्हणतात. अ ग्रेट फिजिसिस्ट न्यूटन स्टडीड मोशन ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट अँड गेव अ सेट ऑफ 3 इक्वेशन्स ऑफ मोशन. Those equations are also called as a kinematical equations. These relate the displacement, velocity, acceleration and time of an object moving along a straight line. Suppose an object is in motion along a straight line with initial velocity u. Initial velocity याला आरंभीचा वेग असे म्हणतात. It attains a final velocity v. याचा अर्थ अंतिम वेग v in time t due to acceleration a. Then its displacement is s. The 3 equations of motion can be written as a first one, v is equal to u plus at. This equation gives the relation between the velocity and time. Second one, s is equal to ut plus half at square. This equation gives the relation between the displacement and time. Third one, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. This is the relation between the displacement and velocity. So, let us try to obtain this equation by the graphical method. Next concept is equation describing the relation between velocity and time. If you observe the figure 1.9 on page number 8, shows the change in velocity with time of a uniformly accelerated object. The object starts from the point D in the graph, which velocity u means initial velocity u. Its velocity keeps increasing and after time t, it reaches the point B on the graph. The initial velocity of the object, that is equal to u, that is equal to OD. The final velocity of the object is equal to v equal to OC. Then time, that is equal to t, and that is equal to OE on that graph. Therefore, acceleration A is equal to change in velocity upon time. Therefore, acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. Therefore, A is equal to OC minus OD upon T. But OC minus OD, that is equal to CD. Therefore, CD is equal to A into T. Then you draw a line parallel to the y-axis passing through the point B. This will cross the x-axis in point E. You draw another line parallel to x-axis passing through the point D. This will cross the line B at point A. From the graph, BE, that is equal to AB plus AE. Therefore, phi is equal to BE means that is a final velocity v is equal to CD plus OD, because here AB is equal to CD and AE is equal to OD. Therefore, phi is equal to AT plus U from equation number 1 because of CD is equal to AT. Therefore, phi is equal to U plus AT. This is the first equation of a motion and it gives relation between the velocity and time. Next concept is equation describing the relation between displacement and time. Let us suppose that an object in uniform acceleration a and it has covered the distance s within time t from the graph in the figure 1.9. The distance covered by the object during the time t is given by the area of quadrangle DOEB. Therefore, displacement S is equal to area of quadrangle DOEB. Therefore, S is equal to area of rectangle DOEA plus area of a triangle DAB. Therefore, S is equal to, according to the formula of area of a rectangle, length into breadth. Therefore, S is equal to AE into OE plus, according to the formula of the area of a triangle, half into base into height, that is half into AB into DA. But here AE is equal to initial velocity, that is equal to U, and OE is equal to time t, and OE is equal to dA, that is equal to t, and AB is equal to AT. Because of AB is equal to CD and CD is equal to AT, we can getting from the equation number 1. Therefore, S is equal to U into T plus half into AT into T. Therefore, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This is the Newton's second equation of a motion and it gives a relation between the displacement and time. Next concept is equation describing the relation between displacement and velocity. We have seen that from the graph in figure 1.9, we can determine the distance covered by the object in time t from the area of quadrangle DOEB in the second equation. But DOEB is a trapezium, so we can use the formula for its area. Therefore, S is equal to area of trapezium DOEB. Trapezium याचा अर्थ समलंब चौकोन. Therefore, S is equal to half into sum of lengths of parallel sides into distance between the parallel sides. Therefore, S is equal to half into sum of lengths of parallel sides are OD plus BE into height or distance between the parallel sides, that is OE. But OD is equal to initial velocity U and BE is equal to final velocity phi and OE is equal to time t. Therefore, S is equal to half into bracket U plus phi into t. This is the equation number 2. But A is equal to, A means acceleration, A is equal to phi minus U upon t. Therefore, t is equal to phi minus U upon A. This is the equation number 3. Therefore, S is equal to half into U plus V into phi minus U upon A. Therefore, S is equal to phi plus U into another bracket phi minus U. These two are as like as one of the expansion formula that is studied in the 8th standard, that is a plus b in the first bracket, a minus b in the second bracket, and their expansion is a square minus b square. In the same way here, s is equal to v square minus u square upon 2a. If you cross multiplied, then we are getting 2as is equal to v square minus u square. Therefore, v square is equal to u square plus 2as by side changing. This is the Newton's third equation of motion, and this equation gives a relation between the displacement and velocity. नेक्स्ट कन्सेप्ट इज युनिफॉर्म सर्क्युलर मोशन, ज्याला मराठीमध्ये एकसमान वर्तुळाकार गती असे म्हणतात. हिअर वन ऑफ द एक्झाम्पल इज गिवन इन द लेट्स ट्राय दिस. प्रत्येकाने करून पाहायचं आहे. ऑब्झर्व द टिप ऑफ सेकंड हँड ऑफ अ क्लॉक, ज्याला आपण मिनिट काटा म्हणतो. व्हॉट कॅन यू से अबाउट इट्स व्हेलॉसिटी अँड स्पीड. जर आपण निरखून पाहिलात तर आपल्याला जाणवेल की तो समान कालावधीत समान अंतर पार करताना दिसतो, मात्र त्याची दिशा सतत बदलत असते. द स्पीड ऑफ द टिप इज कॉन्स्टंट, but the direction of its displacement and therefore its velocity is constantly changing. As the tip is moving along a circular path, then its motion is called as a uniform circular motion. Can you give more example of such motion in your surrounding? Yes, because there are many examples are related to them. On page number 10, one of the activities given. Try out and think about it. Everyone do this activity on a rough page, and finally here you conclude that when we increase the number of sides to infinity, then the polygon becomes a circle. Means when an object is moving with a constant speed along a circular path, then the change in velocity is only due to the change in direction. Hence, its accelerated motion. When an object moves with a constant speed along a circular path, the motion is called as a uniform circular motion. For example, the motion of a stone in a sling, ज्याला मराठीमध्ये गोफण असे म्हणतात, or that of any point on a bicycle wheel when they are in uniform motion. Here we can conclude that if an object moving along a circular path of a radius r takes time t to come back to its starting position, then its speed can be determined by using the formula given below. Speed is equal to circumference upon time. सर्कम्फेरन्स याला परिघ असे म्हणतात. देअरफॉर v इज इक्वल टू 2πr अपॉन t. हिअर r इज इक्वल टू रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कल. अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस, हिअर वन ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड इन द रिसर्च. फाइंड आउट मोर एक्झाम्पल्स ऑफ सर्क्युलर मोशन in a day-to-day life. I gives definition and example of circular motion, so everyone note them in your notebook. Concept is determining the direction of velocity in uniform circular motion. एकसमान वर्तुळाकार गतीतील वेगाची दिशा काढणे. This concept can be explained with the help of one of the activity given on page number 10 in the Let's Try This. Here you take one of the circular disc and put a 5 rupees coin at a point along its edge. Then you make it move around its axis by putting a pin through it. When the disc is moved at a higher speed, the coin will thrown off as shown in the figure. Note the direction in which it is thrown off. Repeat the action placing the coin at different points along the edge of the circle and observe the direction in which the coin is thrown up. Finally, here we conclude that the coin will be thrown up in the direction of the tangent, which is perpendicular to the radius of the disk. याचा अर्थ काटकोनामध्ये या ठिकाणी तो नाणी फेकलं जातो. Thus, the direction in which it gets thrown up depends on its position at the moment of getting thrown up. It means that as the coin moves along a circular path, the direction of its motion is changing at every point. So, every students, you solved examples. Those are given on page number 11 and 12 in your notebook. Every students, while observing this video, you keep your textbook in front of you and check alternately. And finally, you solve homework in your notebook. If you like this video, then please press like icon and subscribe this account.